Hurt from Carolina Blitz. What's up, Vash Ty?
Good morning.
Good
How we
morning.
doing?
I'm good. You know what? I was thinking, I've never been to Alabama.
Oh, wow.
Really?
And why
Never
why
been
is
to
that?
Alabama.
And why is
I
that?
mean,
Oh, you don't coach championship
I-
football, do you? That's right. Okay. Never mind.
okay.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think I'm missing anything.
Ooh.
So it's all good.
See, that was
Ouch.
that was uncalled for shade right there.
Wow.
I mean, that was unsolicited shade right there.
I love
you
this
leaning
lady.
into that because you wanted to say something
I
like
love
that. You know?
this lady.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
That's how they roll at Mick. Down in the Mick. That's how they roll down
Okay.
there. That's all good, though.
Yeah, you know about the Met. You know about the Met.
I see where you coming from. I understand.
You know. Maybe
Anyway.
maybe I'll go to Mobile for the what are they?
They do the senior
Senior
game.
Bowl.
Senior Bowl,
Yeah, I
yeah,
heard I
down
need to
there.
go there. So-
Yeah, I heard that's a
I'll
good
do
deal
that.
though. I did. I heard that's a good deal down there. Yep.
Do some good recruiting.
All right, y'all want to do some game on, game over?
Let's get it. Let's get it.
All right, after losses over the weekend, Duke and Carolina both saw extensive drops in the AP rankings. Duke fell 9 spots to number 17, and UNC fell 17 spots to number 18. Ask you guys, game on or game over, that the team's rankings dropped too much.
Game on. I think it. I mean, I can get it dropping a little bit, but dropping 17 spots, it's almost like people did that just to prove a point. Or I don't know what the motivation behind that, because I mean they lost 2 games, okay, but all right. I mean the 2 teams they played was pretty good teams.
Feels harsh.
Yeah, so I think they did it on purpose, and I think it was too much. Yeah, in my opinion.
Game on.
You think it was too much?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel
think-
like it's a little harsh.
I think it was spot on. Spot on. You know why? Because that's how they're playing right now. You playing like that, so that's why they're gonna rank. That's why they're gonna rank you like that. That's the way they see it. Just like, in the beginning of the season, they rank you like that because they just rank your potential. You should be able to play like this. Nobody really knows. But now, all you got to do is say, this is how they're playing. You're playing like the 19th ranked team in the country, or the 15th, or the 16th,
Maybe
or
it'll
whatever.
help us.
Now, we all know that they're really not.
Right.
But that's how you're playing. So that's what they ranked them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I see it. Game on. I mean, game over. They're not ranked. They ranked appropriately.
Cam?
Yes, I don't agree with. I
That's a
disagree
shock. That's a
with K-Mac. I mean, we did not play well, but that just feels like from 1 to 18 is just such a huge drop when you look back over all the other teams that are ahead of
So
us.
we just talking about UNC, or I mean,
I'm
do
saying
y'all
everybody.
think Duke fell too much? Okay.
Nope. They got Duke too. They playing like that too.
Well, I mean, I think Duke. I mean, falling from 8 to they fell at 9 spots. Okay, I get that, and that's why I felt Carolina should have fell 9 spots.
right. Out.
Right.
Just 9.
9, but 17.
Right.
I mean, that's over the top. I mean, I
And
think
below Duke.
I mean,
That's over the
hey,
top.
that's over the top, in my opinion.
What do you mean? With the talent and what you have on the court, the way you've been playing, you're not playing up to your potential. You playing like the team that they ranked you.
So they went in 4 overtimes to a team that I think that definitely going to be in the Sweet 16 and maybe the Final Four, Alabama. I'm telling you, and they went 4 overtimes with them, and down the constellation I can see is down there in 18 and 19 and 20. Probably it's Michigan State and Kentucky, which teams I think that's going to play better later on in the year. I just think they tried to just pass a message to these big time teams that are typically up close to the top.
I mean,
Go ahead.
I don't know, y'all.
Okay.
18, how many? 18 spots is a lot, but come on, y'all. UNC struggled against Gardner-Webb. UNC struggled against UNCW. UNC struggled against Portland, and they finally caught that L when they played their first Power 5 opponent. UNC has not been playing like a number 1 team at all.
That's
so
true.
as soon as they caught that first L, their stock was going to drop. It's probably the best thing for this team because they needed to be humbled a little bit with how they've been playing with all of the talent on the roster. But this just wasn't an indictment because they lost to Iowa State and Alabama. This is because you lost to Iowa State and Alabama when you finally play a Power 5 opponent, but you struggled against Portland. You barely got out of that Portland game with a win. You struggled against UNCW. You struggled against Gardner-Webb. So the Tar Heels have been struggling all season. So once they finally caught that 1 L, their stock was going to drop. They should have been blowing those teams out at the beginning of the season. Then I think those voters would have been a little more understanding when they dropped those 2 games in Portland.
Well, there it is.
Yeah, that's good.
I agree.
Now,
Very true.
As far as Duke, there was a reason why you can't lose and not drop. But Duke also lost to 2 ranked teams. Kansas has dropped a little bit. They lost to Kansas and Purdue, 2 teams that were ranked at the time when they played them. Kansas was ranked, I think, number 3 or number 2, and Purdue was ranked in the top 25. So, or maybe Purdue wasn't ranked, but they were on the cusp. So, I get the droppings. I know UNC fans thought it was a little harsh, but you got to look at what you did previously.
That's true.
And that's why those 18 spots, that's why you took that fall.
I agree 100%. What else you got for us, Vesta?
Reese?
I mean, I totally disagree, but
He's not going to agree with
let's
that.
keep the party going.
He's never going to agree.
He is
But
never going to agree with that.
But
As long as he didn't fall below Duke, he's been fine.
But no, that's not everything. No, it has nothing to do with it. I mean, I think Duke, like you said, they lost to Kansas and other teams. These are teams that's playing pretty well. My thing is that to drop from 1 to 17, that's like they should have never been number 1. It should have been somewhere like number 10 in preseason polls. That's the case. I mean, or when they lost to UNC. I mean, when they beat UNCW by a few points, or Gardner-Webb, which by the way, Central beat them. And shout out to NCCU. But I think you don't drop. I mean, I think they just playing on people's emotions. But I do agree with you. One thing you said. I think it's the best thing to happen, Carolina. Hell,
Absolutely.
But after this week, according to Sierra Brown, these 2 tough games coming up, they may be out of the top 25 after the next 2 games.
Did they fall out last year?
They play Indiana.
Yeah. They was fighting to
get in.
They was fighting again. They had some signature wins. They came in like at number 22 or something like that. People don't like Carolina anymore. It's us against the world.
Oh, stop, Reese.
Wow.
Cut it out.
I'm
Hold
just
on.
saying.
Cut it out.
Okay.
Oh, God.
You okay with that?
I'm okay with that.
If that's what y'all need to get going, that's perfectly fine. But UNC has and will always be one of the most beloved college basketball programs in the nation. So
Say that clip,
come
Vicky,
on.
what Vesta just said, because I had never heard her say that before. Go ahead, man.
I'm very fair with my assessments. Okay, Dabo, y'all boy Dabo is feeling the pressure from fans. Recently, he was asked by a fan if he'll make any staff changes because, quote, 2 years without a passing game just don't seem right. So when he responded by saying he won't act based on outside pressure, here's a quote, all I can tell you is I'm going to do my job, and if it comes a time where people don't like how I do my job, then they can hire somebody else. But until then, I ain't never going to make decisions based on what other people want me to do. I can tell you that. He also added that constant coaching turnover would yield a, quote, very mediocre and inconsistent program. So I ask you guys, game on or game over to Dabo's reluctance to make coaching changes amid struggles?
Coaching changes? Wow. I mean,
Tony Elliott was there last year. Was he there last year?
I think like what to fire a coach.
I can't.
Fans want the OC gone,
Right.
at minimum.
Yeah, because Brent left 2 years ago, right?
Defense coordinator.
It was a defense
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tony, the coach of Virginia, was he there last year? Guess what I'm thinking. I don't know. Because
I
he
think that was 2 years ago.
was it 2 years ago?
I think
Yeah,
so.
he got in Clemson in he was their running backs coach. He's been there since 2011, but he's been the OC since last year. And he in 2021,
Yeah, because
OC. Yeah.
he was a play caller. That's why I asked a question. So when they say 2 years, I guess I don't know. He was there then at least one of those years.
It's the DJ thing. It's just, I mean, this DJ Uwe, nobody's been. The fact of the matter is,
Yeah.
That's what Dabo called him when we first met him.
I remember that.
DJ Uwe.
but it hadn't worked out. No matter what they've tried to do to try to overcome it, they can't get away from it. And now to turn around and now everybody wants the coaches to roll. Come on, man. Let's be honest. He was the wrong guy. He's not the right. He's not the quarterback we thought he was going to be, and it's going to take a minute to move away from it. That's the fact of the matter. But
I agree.
firing the coaches though, come on. I mean, I know they in their feeling. They lost the game. Now I guess they having their Tigers meetings. You know, just like y'all used to have y'all Rams club meetings.
I knew he was going to say that.
Yeah, I guess they getting together. They all getting together. Well, what we gonna do?
Right.
Well, really.
Hey,
you know what I mean? They try to fire Dabo.
Word on the street is they were having those Rams clubs meetings last year about Hubert till he made that switch around.
Oh no, it's true.
No, they're not word on the street. That happened.
Yeah, that's fact.
I was getting weekly updates for some people.
They were ready to flip on Hubert.
Oh, they put their money together to try and buy him out. That's a true statement. Yeah,
facts.
Yeah,
we don't like to lose.
That's why if you get a deal, do the Matt Rule deal.
Exactly.
You never know how it's gonna go. But no, I think it's game over. This is a complete overreaction. And Dabo, stop wasting your energy talking to people about coaching changes and all that. You know what the problem is. The problem is DJ didn't pan out. It's not working out. And you need to be working as hard as you can to move away from that and figure out how to get that fixed. Because you're not going to win without it. With him.
Well said.
Is it just DJ?
What? 8 for 29. Did you see the game the other day? 8 for 29.
I was gonna. That was my part two. But how many points did the Clemson defense that they've hung their hats on give up to South Carolina?
Yeah, but a lot of teams are struggling with that, with depth issues because, well, I mean, none of the teams, with the exception of Georgia, and maybe not even them, all the teams are not as deep defensively as they once were.
True.
So you see a little bit of this across the board, all the Power 5 schools. You see it's a little more parity defensively across the board with all of the Power 5 schools, and you start to see that. I mean, it is what it is.
All right. Well, part two, game on and game over, that DJU will be the Tigers QB next season.
What you gonna put in there?
Oh, he's gonna transfer to the other school.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too, Reed.
Yeah.
Where you think he's going? Where you think
he's not that dude. He's gonna go somewhere in California, like Fresno State, something like that. Yeah.
He done put dude.
I don't know where the hell they came from. But
you got to explain that.
No. My thing is that it just felt like it felt the right thing to say at the time. Tell me where I'm wrong.
You got to explain that.
Best I tell you where I'm wrong.
We sitting in Raleigh, North Carolina. They just said Fresno State. You got to come on. Please.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Who you know at Fresno?
No, I'm just saying.
Somebody called him last night.
I don't know. Not one person in Fresno. Jack Valentine, you know anybody in Fresno?
I don't know anybody from Fresno, but apparently Reese knows that DJU is going to Fresno State. If DJU legit goes to Fresno,
oh my God!
Hey, don't worry. If he goes to Fresno
Reese is right. We're selling that.
No, hashtag you gonna buy all my lottery tickets.
Wow. Anyway, I think
if we go anywhere close to Fresno,
wow,
maybe San Diego State.
Oh God, that's cool.
He's in Fresno. I know, like Fresno. I had to look at it. I said they got a team.
But Vesta, have you seen the other guy play? I mean, somebody.
I have not seen him play, but fans think that. Yeah. I mean, he was a top recruit, right?
Yeah.
And fans are calling for him to get in there.
Yeah,
and
I haven't seen
with the way DJ has been playing. You know, and fans have completely turned on him. I think both of them need to go their separate ways. They need to reset, especially if he wants to have any chance in the league. It's crazy how everything flipped because you remember that first year when he came with the big Cinco chain.
Oh yeah.
The DJU.
Yeah.
Everybody thought, okay, he's going to be the number one pick in just 1 year or 2 years. And now, you know, Clemson doesn't want him, and he's going to Fresno State.
Right.
You stupid.
At least he'll get an education.
At least he'll get a good degree.
Where is he from? Is he from California?
He's from California.
Yeah. He goes straight to Fresno.
That is so ridiculous.
Fresno, where Heisman hopefuls go to die.
Well, you know that's where Derek Carr and Devontae Adams. That's where they from. So hey.
They went to Fresno.
Yeah,
Fresno State.
Fresno State, baby. Let's go.
Okay.
What's the mascot of Fresno State? Anybody know?
I have no idea. This and by the way,
nobody knows.
No, this is most well mentioned in Fresno State in the history of this program.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness!
All right, one more quick one. You mentioned Matt Rule, as reported by NFL Network. Matt Rule signed an 8-year, $72 million deal to go to Lincoln, and that will in turn offset, quote, the vast majority of the $34 million that was owed to him by David Tepper. So I ask you guys, game on or game over? Who's happier about Matt Rule's job, Tepper or Matt Rule himself?
How about both?
Steve.
Okay. Steve who? Who is Steve K-Mac?
The interim head coach, you know.
Steve Wilson.
Steve Wilson.
Yeah. You know what? I got to think Tepper is probably happy because that's less money he's going to have to pay out, and more money could be freed up to go out to somebody, another player or whatever. That's what I think.
So, I got a question for you, Vashti, as soon as we get this one. So
I'm going to say Tepper is happier.
It frees up the money.
Yeah. Gotta be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
$34 million, you off the hook.
Yeah, it's a wash for Rule because he was getting his money regardless.
Yeah, right.
It don't matter
I
where
got mine.
It don't matter where it comes from.
I've never seen anybody scale upward more than Matt Rule. Like this is
that's not true, Vashti. You just give us some thought.
No, but it's close though.
I mean, it happens a lot.
Cause we know some people. We know some people now. We always say, you? But anyway, we know the deal. So here's a question for you, Vashti. Steve Wilks. Steve Wilks is projected to possibly be to really get the job for the Carolina Panthers head coaching job. Should he get a deal close to what Matt Rule got? And if he does not, is that fair?
He's not going to get a deal close to what Matt Rule
Is that
got.
fair?
I don't think anybody. Tepper was crazy to sign that deal in the first place.
You already set the precedent.
People were shocked when he signed that deal with Matt Rule. And also I heard that other teams were upset that he would give him so much money and such a lengthy deal to an unproven coach. I don't think that Tepper will sign anybody to a 7-year deal again. It'll be probably 4. And, and Wilks, they're going to have to show Wilks the money. What he pays, Wilks will have to be, pretty much on par with what he paid year for year for Rule.
Okay.
But the length of the contract won't be.
I get the length, but
that makes sense.
But on par year for year, I mean, I guess that's what I was really trying to get at with, because if you're gonna pay Matt Rule 10.
Oh yeah, he set the precedent, the wrong precedent.
Right.
So, yeah.
You got to pay me 10 too, Cole.
Well, I'm just curious whether or not he's gonna have the opportunity to be the coach there.
That would be so disappointing, though.
Well,
what are we gonna go get?
Let's start that first. Then
there's been a big groundswell for it. National media is talking about it.
Right.
I saw an article in the Washington Post about it. So people are really rallying for Coach Wilks. That doesn't necessarily mean Tepper will pick him, but I think honestly he has now I see that there's a good chance that he'll be it. But when he first had his introductory press conference, I was like, nah, Tepper's not going to give him a shot. But I do think he has a good shot at retaining that job.
See, that's the part. This is not the time to talk about it, but that's why me watching Jeff Saturday last night and then have to have this type of conversation about Steve Wilks, a proven coach. It just, I don't know. It's off-putting to me. I just leave it at that. Like we got to have a conversation about this guy, but we didn't have to have a conversation. But okay. Anyway, what else you got, Vashti?
We have time for another one. All right, the Baltimore Ravens coach said he spoke with Lamar Jackson Monday about a tweet that he sent. Basically, a guy was saying that Lamar did not earn his contract on the field. Lamar tweeted that he'd never smelled a football field. And then he also used language that members of the gay community said was offensive. He basically said, eat a, you can decide what he put in that. Harbaugh said that he talked to Lamar, but he also went on to say, quote, I just beg guys not to get into the Twitter world right after the game, especially after a loss. It's never going to be positive. It's not going to be a nice place. And I think that's kind of reflected in Lamar's response Lamar said on Twitter that he never intended to disrespect anyone's sexual orientation. He's never done so, but he did not apologize for going off on that guy. Game on or game over, the players clapping back at fans on social media.
I say game over.
He should call his agent.
I think particularly Lamar is more than a quarterback for the team. He's like the CEO of that team, and you can't be doing that, man. I mean, my dad told me long time, everybody ain't gonna love you, bruh. So you got to realize that some people not gonna like what you do or like you. Period.
Hold on a minute.
So get used to that and move on. You ain't got to clap back every time somebody says something negative.
And he's running off emotion.
Yep.
Because of the loss.
Yep.
What's your dad's name, Reese? What's his name? What's your dad's name?
E.T.
E.T.
Yeah.
Where's the great E.T.?
Yeah.
Bro, ain't nobody loving you, bro. Bro, leave that alone.
Yeah.
You don't win.
Right.
You don't win.
Right.
And my thing is, show some maturity and show like you deserve to be a $250 million
That's right.
quarterback.
That's a good point.
And leader of this team,
CEO.
right? And stay out of that.
Yeah.
Right. Nobody wants the CEO out there, chirping at people on the curb. You know what I mean? Like, what? What are you doing, man? We got security for that. Get back in the building.
Right.
You know, I mean, I get
above
it.
your pay grade.
You got people like that.
Let social media handle
And that's why I say he should call his
Manager
agent.
handle that for
Oh,
you.
wait a minute. He is his damn agent.
Right.
That's my problem. Come on, man. Where your people?
Hi, this is Tiger.
You always say
Tiger?
that. Where
Where
are
your people?
Remember Tiger?
Yeah.
Hi, this is Tiger.
Right.
Tiger, why you calling somebody self?
Right.
I mean, don't you have people?
Call
Anyway.
Vastine. Vastine, no. Vastine, did he call you and ask you should he do that? Y'all like that stuff, don't you?
I think
He
Vastine.
want to ask me because I don't have a problem with it.
Oh well, okay.
See,
But Vastine. That's where we fall apart right there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yeah, I get it. But no, okay. I think his language, I think he could have left out the part that was offensive.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
But
so you saying
I
just
am
respond.
all
You saying
for-
just respond,
I'm
not
all
okay.
for
All right.
a good clap back on social media. Every
Really?
now and then,
No,
these trolls deserve a
no.
clap back.
But-
This is just my
okay.
opinion.
So okay.
Because
These
you can't let people just get off
Okay.
and go unchecked.
Okay.
Like
Vastine.
every now and then, not all the time.
Okay.
But
So-
every now and then, a good clapback sets the tone. Like Brian, you ain't. We gon' no.
Okay. So what he feels better. He felt better about that. What's the result of that? Well, I showed them. I clapped back.
Right.
What does that mean? It means nothing. It means nothing.
Yeah. To you it may mean nothing. To
Okay.
him, I mean, he felt like
see-
he put a troll in his place.
And meanwhile, some 12-year-old at
Right.
recess talking about, hey, man, look who I got to respond to me.
I got to respond. It's like somebody cutting you off when you're driving, and you respond to that.
Oh, wait a minute.
I do.
My
Well,
bad.
well.
My bad. I flipped somebody off the other day.
Huh?
My bad.
Huh?
I flipped somebody off the other day.
But see, I don't do that because people crazy.
People crazy.
Yeah,
I don't do that.
Because I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I normally don't do it.
Right.
But, I mean, it was a dangerous.
Now,
he ain't have to.
I used to do that, but then people
They will
Now-
shoot you.
people
Now-
have guns, and I don't do it anymore.
Yeah, don't run up to my window.
I know, because you can shoot back. But see,
Don't run
I
up
just
to my window.
see you can shoot back a couple times.
That's the difference.
That's the difference. See now, maybe if I had about 8 guns in my car, I'll flip somebody off.
Yeah,
But no, I don't do that.
Yeah, don't
so Vastine, I'm surprised. So you good with that? Which I ain't mad at that. You good with that?
I'm not saying you have to respond every time,
Okay.
but you know how many people troll Lamar Jackson
Yeah.
on a regular basis.
Right.
On a regular basis.
Yes.
I don't mind him clapping back at one guy. He could have left it at, bro, you ain't never smelled the football field. Which
That's
is
true.
what he said.
That's true.
He could have left it at that.
That's true.
Right, and called him a clown or something like that.
Yeah.
And then what you do is you let Twitter do the rest because your fans are going to come to your rescue as well after that. After
That's
you retweet
In
and
fact-
you do that, that's fine. He messed up when he said the offensive thing, but I have no problem with a clapback. That's what social
I got
media
so
is
many.
for.
I got so many.
Okay. All right,
analogies I
Vastine.
can use
You
for
know,
that.
I kind of want to agree